Far north in the quiet forests of San Andreas lies the small independent town we know as Paleto Bay. The town's main street is the Great Ocean Highway and Paleto Boulevard. This is where most of the businesses, the industrial and public buildings are located. At the intersection of the Paleto Boulevard and the Great Ocean Highway, the sheriff's office is located. It serves as the primary law enforcement facility for Blaine County, operating under the Los Santos County Sheriff's Department. This station handles police activity across Paleto Bay and the surrounding northern regions of San Andreas. A small sign west of the building humorously reads, "The Paleto Bay Sheriff's Office has successfully managed 35 days without a narcotics arrest." One of many examples of Rockstar's satirical touches. The station's design draws heavy inspiration from the Fillmore Police Department in Ventura County, California, a nod to Rockstar's realistic approach to replacing Southern California's small-town architecture and law enforcement facilities. In real life, Paleto Bay is most likely based on towns along California's central coast. Its layout and coastal rock formation closely resembles Morro Bay, while the surrounding forests and cooler climate suggest influence from Crescent City in northern California, so somewhere between Monterey and Crescent City on the real-world west coast. The Paleto Bay Fire Station is the largest rural fire station in San Andreas, operated by the Los Santos Fire Department. It provides coverage for Paleto Bay and the surrounding countryside. Around the back there's a training tower, which in story mode contains a collectible spaceship part. In GRA Online, a radio antenna can also be found here. The sign above the main entrance read Fire Station Number 1, Blaine County, suggesting that Blaine County operates its own division within the LSFD network. Between the sheriff's office and the police station is Paleto Bay's Market, an old plaza consisting of a liquor store and a market. The two businesses share the same parking lot. Behind the market is an ammunition store specializing in hunting and surviving equipment. The town's industries are mostly besides the train track, which is where they export all the goods. The Cluckin fast chain operates a large chicken processing plant here. Cluckin Farms is the place where the meat sold at the Cluckin fast food restaurants is raised and processed. It was established in 1917. There are indications on the site that part of it was built in 1921 and was originally known as Bell Farms, after the Bell family. The facility occupies the entire eastern side of the highway in Paleto Bay and the space between the road and the railway line. There is also a building on the western side of the highway on the corner of Pyrite Avenue opposite the Dreamview Motel, which also provides staff car parking spaces. There is also a large sculpture of a chicken sitting atop a bell at the front of the complex, replicating the company logo. It is a possible reference to the world's largest cock in GRA San Andreas, a large landmark resembling a giant chicken. In 2024, a Latin American drug cartel began operating in the factory after paying the staff, using the building as a cover for drug manufacturing. Roy Buckley was the mayor of Paleto Bay in 2013. In light of several news articles, he is known to be very defensive of Blaine County and his town. He is mentioned during a Weasel News radio broadcast where he commented on worker discrimination in rural businesses.
Blaine County was one of 3 regions nationwide singled out as a potential target for money laundering, as drug dealers focus on small regional banks with weaker systems of control. Roy Buckley, mayor of Paleto Bay, accused the Bureau of typical discrimination against successful rural businesses.
On the other side of the Great Ocean Highway, Jetsam has an office, a shipping company which likely works close with the town's export through the railway. Besides it is a Helmut's European Autos. According to their sign, they are imported vehicle specialists primarily for BF. The front of the store appears to have been damaged, with paint stains and wooden panel replacing some broken windows, and paint saying Buy America and Buy US. The store has likely been vandalized as a result of a nationalist attack. The Pyrite Avenue is a two-way street connecting the Great Ocean Highway and Paleto Boulevard. Here is where the Dreamview Motel is located, a 24-hour motel with working air conditioning and a cable TV. The motel appears to serve as a center for the criminal underworld, with gangs smoking and hanging around the area. It's most likely that this is used as a drop-off point for drugs. The east side of the town mostly consists of agriculture, where everything from apples and berries are grown. A big portion of the town's economy depends on its farmers. The company in charge of the food production is American Growers, a company that appears to cooperate with Zancudo grain growers. It takes up a majority of the workforce and gives jobs to the residents and even people living outside of Paleto Bay. The Paleto Bay rest stop is located next to the town's farmland. Here there is a Ron's gas station, which, if you already didn't know, is Rockstar's way of mocking Ron Yakovsky. There is also a Don's County and a Dollar Pills, a pharmacy store that, implied by the name, refers to taking a big amount of pills, particularly drugs. The Great Ocean Highway is Paleto Bay's most important road. It's through it that companies can transport their goods and products to Los Santos and other towns. This, along with the railway, which is a more effective way of transporting the products. The Paleto Boulevard is technically the main street of Paleto Bay, as this, along with the Great Ocean Highway, are the two most influential roads. It has everything from local businesses, bars and nightclubs. Even more importantly, a post-OP depot. The company appears as one of the main postal services in San Andreas. The player can buy stocks from them on the LCN exchange. They appear to be a clear parody based on the United Parcel Service. This is further referenced in the game files, where the character models are named UPS-1 and UPS-2. Across the street from the post-OP depot is the St. Brigid Baptist Church. Little information is known about the church, other than the fact that its reverend is called R. Goodfellow, and the notice board outside the church states that it's closed on Sundays. The church bell chimes every hour, even though the church itself does not have a clock. The church is most likely based on the Pero United Methodist Church. It is very similar in design to the Hill Valley Church network, which is also based on the same building. The name of the church is also located on the Hill Valley churches in Great Chaparral and Pacific Bluffs. Dulles Avenue begins through the Great Ocean Highway, goes across Paleto Boulevard and ends at Procopio Drive. The Hen House nightclub is an old nightclub that can be purchased. It's the cheapest purchasable business in story mode, which also makes it the least profitable. It generates a weekly income of only $920 and can't be entered. It is based on El Reventon nightclub in Lamont, California. The Baker Center is located here, the main medical center in Paleto Bay. It's heavily based on the medical offices at 533 Sespe Avenue in Fillmore. Red's Machine Supplies is the pickup salvage yard that we fight through in the Paleto score. The font used for the sign is called Chinese Rocks, which is Red Dead Redemption's official font, making an obvious Easter egg between the Red Machine Supplies and the game that we all love. The Blaine County Savings Bank serves as the town's main bank. The Paleto Bay branch is used by the Los Santos County Sheriff's Department to hold funds received from bribery, extortion, and general corruption.
If you're taking down a bank for a few million, first thing you do is call the hospital, tell them to get you a guy in a wheelchair.
Oh, this hayseed bank, you gonna be carrying that kind of change?
Local law enforcement extort money from all the weed farms, houses, and kitchens in the area. They keep their cash in safe deposit boxes. Then there's all the normal small town payroll stuff.
At the time of the Paleto score, this branch hold a minimum of $8 million. Cascabel Avenue is the street outside of the bank. The street connects Paleto Boulevard with the Procopio Drive. In front of the bank, there is a closed courtyard block called the South Seas Apartment. Unfortunately, the building and pool was destroyed during the Paleto score. Interestingly, it's also revealed that Ashley Butler was found dead in these apartments as she died of an overdose.
Police responding to neighbors' complaints found 5 rotting corpses in a condo in Paleto Bay up in Blaine County. The 4 men and 1 woman were apparently involved in a and drugs that went badly wrong. The woman, Ashley Butler from Alderney, and 4 local men ranging in ages from 53 to 85 all had histories of drug and legal problems.
A Willys supermarket is located on Procopio Drive. The business has a wide variety of products such as grocery items, pharmacy products and firearms. Posters in the window advertise products available within the pharmacy such as Horn deodorant, Lax to the Max laxatives, Alco patch and redwood cigarettes. While not many residents of the town are known, a guy going by the name of Bill Binder stands out Willie's supermarket. He often yaps about economic conspiracies and how they are destroying the American economy.
Financial results! The value of your investment will change, I promise you that. Dollars are just paper. Gold is for the Aztecs. Stocks? Have you ever met a CEO you didn't want to set on fire? Real estate is for fools. I'm offering investment advice that will save your family.
To the point where he believes it will collapse in 2014, revised from his original prediction of 2012. Most of his statements appear to be a sales pitch aimed at getting contributions to his pyramid scheme, the Binder New World Wealth System, through his website. On his website he claims to have buried Juan in Arizona and injured a greedy young boy. The 0232 Paleto Boulevard is a safe house featured in the Independence Day special for GTA Online, located just besides the Willys. It is currently the northernmost purchasable safe house in San Andreas, being slightly further north than the two nearby safe houses on Procopio Drive. It is available for purchase through Dynasty 8 Real Estate for $121,000 and includes a 2-car garage. While there are a lot of businesses and life on Paleto Boulevard, some businesses are still under construction. East of the road there is an area that still is under construction but should have been done in 2008. It is likely that this project was delayed or abandoned because of the 2008 house crisis, showing how the crisis even impacted a small town like Paleto Bay. Procopio Drive is the road south of the town. This is the street where most of the residents live. 2 purchasable homes can be bought by the online protagonist here, one of them being the 4004-1 Procopio Drive. It is available for purchase through Dynasty 8's website for $165,000 and includes a 6-car garage. The other one is 4584 Procopio Drive, which can be purchased for $155,000 and also include a 6-car garage. Compared to many other towns, Paleto Bay seems to have survived well from the 2008 house crisis, with only a few homes being on sale. Despite having the odds against them, the town seems to have survived through its hard-working industry and managed to keep the town's economy intact. The small houses and quiet atmosphere make it feel peaceful and friendly, very different from the busy city of Los Santos. Outside of the town, not much is going on. There is a diner in the Paleto Forest, a road going by the name of the Procopio Promenade that passes through the Paleto Forest and runs along Procopio Beach. The beach of Paleto Bay appears not to be so popular and is mostly empty. Paleto Bay may not be as fancy as Winewood or Los Santos, but that's exactly what makes it one of the most underrated towns. It's small, quiet, but full of character and life. From the busy Great Ocean Highway to the farms on the east side, every part of it tells a story of hard work and resilience. Despite its size, the town has its own hard-working industries, crime and nightclubs that make it feel alive.